Hello there, and welcome back to Vintage Story. I hope you have a wonderful day. We're just in the caves here doing a bit more copper mining, getting ready to start making all the armor we're going to need to make. And once we finish collecting some more of this copper, we're going to head home and actually get started on today's project. I want to make the Joys of Sailing ship, and I want to start building our canal that will connect our base to the ocean. That's going to require a lot of resources, so I was actually out before mining some quartz too, because we're going to need a lot of glass, and you'll see why soon. But I'm going to get back to mining, and I'll see you in a bit. I mentioned a few days ago that I wish there was a way to light torches faster. I never noticed this, and this might be one of the mods I have. I do have, I forget which mod it is, but does make it so that torches are relightable. But right click, hold on the torch, and it automatically lights them. So I've got one stack of now 11 lit and 28 unlit, now 27, now 26. Still takes a moment, but you can auto light all your torches without having to do what I did before and place down literally hundreds on the ground and just walk around lighting each of them. I can't light the whole stack at once, but I can at least not have to walk around to do so. So that's worth noting. You know, as you can see, I've been blasting quite a bit today, and I've gotten a ton of copper in the process, but I kind of wish Vintage Story had one feature that Terra Firma Craft actually has when it comes to blasting. So one of the features that Terra Firma Craft has that I kind of wish we had here in Vintage Story was in Terra Firma Craft you can make a TNT barrel, and then you can actually lay gunpowder down on the ground leading up to the barrel, and if you light the gunpowder, it will travel to the barrel and ignite the barrel, kind of like how redstone will ignite TNT in vanilla Minecraft. It would be nice if I could place down an ore blaster here, lay out gunpowder, and then sort of just, you know, be at a safe distance, so when it goes off, like I'm already a safe distance away. You would also be able to chain together blasts that way, so you can have, I could go around, dig, say 2 or 3 holes deep, put a blaster in there, run some gunpowder, go over 4 blocks, do it again, go all the way back to wherever my safe spot is, light the powder, and watch the charge go and detonate everything at once. Would definitely make this a bit of a cleaner process. And it's not like it's a Minecraft only feature. I mean, if you've ever watched how they do blasting to make roads and train tracks through mountains, or even mine, they do that also. I mean, nowadays they use a det cord, but still the same concept. Anyway, minor rant over. Ooh, that was nice. When I was down here earlier until we had a rift storm come, so I had to go run home and hide during the rift storm. I decided, well, I'm a little short on gears, so I'd actually fight the rift storm, which did result in me biting the dust at least once, but I got a ton of gears from it, so you know, it served its purpose. But yeah, I've been down here mining, getting a ton of copper, and every time the spooky music starts, I head back outside. Gives me a chance to heal up, eat up, restock on food, and yeah, wait until it's safe to go back out, or safe to come back down. Does mean I have to walk back and forth and relight torches every now and then, and re-clear the cave every night, but you know what, it's not that big of a deal, and I get more gears that way. Okay, I was literally just saying I wish we had a way of running gunpowder. And then I closed out the game. I was updating some of the mods because a few of them are out of date. And Primitive Survival has something called a fuse. Placed on the ground next to an incendiary device to connect them. Blasting powder, flax. So I went and got a bunch of flax. Some blasting powder. Now we got a few fuses. I am curious how this will work. I'll put that in my offhand. Okay, there's not much coal over here anymore, it looks like. Not coal. Copper. Here we go. Here's some more copper. Let's place that there. Okay, it's actually burning the fuse as it goes. That's awesome. That is exactly what I was looking for. And we already had it. I just didn't even realize it. So that's gonna make this a much simpler process because now I don't need to, run back every time I want to light a fuse. I can dig little holes like this, expose some copper. Can place one there. I wonder, can I chain them? I can chain them. That's awesome. Oh wait, if I chain them like that, then will it carry the charge? All right, well, we're gonna experiment and find out because I am excited. I'm gonna do this, do one of those, there. Okay, so we got that one is connected to that one, is connected to that one. Put a fuse there and a fuse there. I can then light this. Back up a little more because I don't know what's about to happen. All three went off. Now, third question. Did they accidentally destroy other coal? Okay, I mean not coal. I keep saying coal, I meant copper. It doesn't look like it's destroying the copper if I keep them far enough away from each other. This is literally exactly what I was looking for. And we got it. I am I am excited and I am happy right now. Okay, I'm gonna keep mining. We still need quite a lot of copper. This is gonna make getting it much easier. But I'm gonna keep mining and then we're gonna go back home. Or next time I have to go back home, we'll actually get started on making the boat from Joys of Sailing. Oh, that one wasn't used. And we got it back. We'll make the boat from Joys of Sailing and we'll get started on our canal. You don't know how happy I am right now. It's about to go out and start recording the first bit for our canal. And then a wild bear appeared. I haven't finished our towers yet, but I might be able to get him. Oh, not shooting like that, I won't. No. Boy, that bear moves quick. Okay, well, it's migrating that way, apparently. That's fine. If he's away from me, I can work with that. So here we have a little body of water. It's not big, but it's going to be good enough for the start of our canal. Before we build the canal, we might want to build our boat. So we're going to be building the sailing boat from the Joyce of Sailing mod. We need 8 sails, 4 ropes, 8 nails and strips, and then 20 boards. So I should have all of that here just about. So 8 sheets. That's our 4 sails. We do that, that, and that. And that gives us a boat and a few leftover boards. If I just break some of these so I can actually have some water to place it in, we can look at the boat in water. Alright, not bad. We can combine this boat with a trunk to turn it into a cargo sailing ship and give it an internal inventory, and we're probably gonna do that. Alright, left A and D to change your heading. I assume holding down the forward button will make you go forward. I don't have anywhere to go right now. I didn't make a big enough spot. No, okay. Well, what about opening the sail? There we go. Control opens a sail. Aha. Press control multiple times to fully open a sail. Ooh, and then you actually get caught by the wind. Nice. Okay. And the sail will close automatically when you get out, but I imagine there's a way to close the sail when you're still in the boat. Okay, holding down spacebar will close the sail for you. Alright, so control to open and spacebar to close, then A and D to change the heading. So that's the boat. Our next issue is we're going to have to actually dig a canal connecting from here to the water over here, going, well, we're going to be leveling out the land, so we're going to have to make sure we don't have to worry about elevation changes. There will be an elevation change over here, so I don't know how we're going to navigate that. I'll handle it when I get there. But we'll bring it over here, connect it to here, and then cut a path down to here. Expand this path here, and this one here, and that takes us out into, well, just about the sea. I gotta clean up that path too, and then we have full access. This is gonna take quite a bit of shoveling, mining. I'm probably gonna have to make a few different shovels, but one of the things that I noticed a while ago that we're going to make use of now is glass. If I remember which way it goes, there we go. We make glass slabs, and I forgot my chisel. So if you remember our greenhouse, when we chiseled the glass, it became clear. See-through even, like you cannot tell that there was glass ever placed there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put glass, not like that, we want glass flat, and then we're going to turn it into a chisel block, and now it's invisible. But the blocks underneath it should not, well, I keep placing it wrong, should not freeze, since they need sky access, and the chisel block does block sky access. That's why the water in our greenhouse is never frozen, and the water in the back of our house has never frozen, because they're being blocked. So that's what I'm hoping these chiseled blocks do. They prevent them from freezing, and we're going to continue that all the way down the path. So the entire canal is going to have chiseled glass over it, keeping the path from freezing, and therefore we don't get stuck somewhere. Now I have to shovel a lot. And then we are going to be making this canal nice. We're going to probably put bricks along the side And then I'm going to probably put paths along the side also. So it'll be a canal, but also a road. This is going to be a long task. I'm going to be at this for a while. So I was going to come back because it's, well, March 11th. March 10th is my birthday. So I was going to say, hey, it's my birthday. And I spent the last 2 days cooking, apparently, because I ran out of food back at home. So I can't quite make myself cake or anything, so let's just have a slice of pumpkin bread with peanut butter. That's good enough. Silliness aside, I have dug most of the trench for the first part of the canal to here. Still have to go this way, and I have to deal with the elevation difference. So the pond here is 2 or 3 blocks higher than the ocean here, or the water here, which I think is the same elevation as the water here. So I need to figure out what exactly I'm going to do with all these elevation changes. I think I'm going to cut this way, that way, and come up this way. So I'll at least finish the path. And I was thinking about raising this whole area here up a level, but that would give me a 3-level elevation difference. So this is going to take a bit of time. I'm going to have to terraform this entire area here a bit because of the rolling hills, and like this cobblestone is supposed to be the level that the water's at. And you see how high the walls are here. So I want to level this out a bit more. Just in this area where it's particularly high. If I bring it down by 1 or 2 layers, it should be perfectly fine. And it would be level with a lot of the rest of the area. But that's going to require a lot more digging, and my shovel is nearing the end of its use. I'm going to make another steel shovel. Thankfully, I still have some 20-odd ingots of steel sitting aside. But yeah, I'm going to, I think, raise the water level in this area, make the pond just like a layer higher, and have the water at this level, so I have to dig down less distance. If I put the water at that level, I have to lower everything by another layer. So I think this is what we'll make do with. In the meantime, I'm going to have absolutely all the dirt I'm ever going to need. Actually, that's not necessarily a bad thing, since I am going to be making a lot of path blocks. And using, say, this low fertility soil for the path blocks would probably be a good idea. But as I pointed out, these were frozen before I never broke them. But none of these other blocks have frozen over with the glass over top. Now I am going to have to raise the glass up another layer because I'm raising this up a level. So I just haven't gone through and chiseled them all yet. But once everything is laid out, I'll chisel them, make them look nicer. Well, make them practically invisible. And that way we don't have this funny floating glass ceiling everywhere. It'll be invisible. You won't be able to see it, but then the water will never freeze over, and so I can use the canal year-round. At least until I reach the lakes. Because these little ponds, they freeze over, and the lake gets ice around the edges, so if I have to do a little ice breaking around the edges, that's fine. Where the canal path is, I'll probably give it a glass ceiling back here also. But yep, that's a little update. I'm going to use up the rest of this shovel and then, well, keep digging. Taking a break for a moment from working on the canal, I've had this pointed out a few times, both in the Vintage Story Discord and in my comment section, that you can do decorative chests. So this whole thing I did here is not necessary. Now, I wanted to do it. I had an idea. I wanted to use the chisel tool's ability to make doors in order to make pull-out drawers. I thought that was an awesome idea. And you have this door here too. But if you take a chest, put it in with a chisel, you'll get a decorative chest. You can then, you put the chest down, you chisel your block however you want, think I need to actually make this a chiseled block before I can do it. Right. That's not the OP chisel. I had it on me the whole time. Ran downstairs, was looking at everything. So now this is a chiseled block, right? I can take a chunk out of it, put it back. So we break this, we can apply it to the chest. And whatever you do on the chiseled block, you can then put it onto the chest. And so there are some awesome designs on the Vintage Story Discord in the screenshot section, and I will try to remember to pop them up on screen while I'm talking here. But there are some incredible things you can do with the decorative chests. I just wanted to do something different. I wanted to make this armoire the way I did. In the future, hey, maybe I'll go do a decorative chest. But this time, yeah, I wanted to do the armoire. Other things, you can do decorative shelving, decorative storage vessels, signs. You want to make your tool rack look like it's made out of metal? You can. Fence posts? Want to make iron fence posts? Again, you can. Oh, and I've seen some awesome designs for anvils. People making them look like an actual anvil. Because, I mean, this is the anvil shape, but most anvils don't actually look like this. So, yeah, there are some awesome designs. There are some awesome things you can do. I just didn't do it this time. But, yeah, wanted to make sure everyone knew that it is an option. Alright, now a little break. Gotta take a few breaks every now and then. It's taken a long time working on that canal. So we're in our greenhouse because I'm testing something from the Primitive Survival mod. The mod has these furrowed fields. And the way you make them is... Let's use a regular piece of dirt so I'm not wasting terra preta there. So hold right click with a hoe to turn it into farmland. And if you shift hold right click, you turn it into a furrowed farmland. So that's how we got these. And you can click water into them and then they'll hold water. Now, they're supposed to moisturize all the soil surrounding it, but I'm not sure by how much. I was testing it in my field behind my house, since I'm upgrading all that farmland to also be terra preta. And, well, this is all at 100%. But I don't know if that's because of the furrowed land or if that's because it's snowing / raining. And so the moisture went up to 100%. And I'm thinking it's because of the precipitation, because the farmland I just made right here went straight up to 100% also. So we're going to just, leave this be, see how high the moisture gets and how far out. Like, I think this is dropping. So I'm going to have to play around with it a bit, see how good it is. But yeah, this is supposed to give more moisture than just what I was doing, where you had the hole and water in the hole. And that does appear to be the case because these are up at 80-90%, whereas a hole in the ground brings it up to 75%. If I remember correctly. I will also be doing those for our pumpkin field, because we do need to change up this pumpkin field a bit. It's not very efficient, and yeah, these are 100%. I assume it's from rain because there it is. That's frozen over. So yeah, I assume that's 100% just because of the rain and the snow. So yeah, we're going to be redoing these, and we're going to put the furrowed fields down because when the pumpkins grow and their vines head out, they will actually cross over the furrowed land, meaning that it doesn't stop the vines from growing, and therefore the vines can reach full length. And the vines can get pretty long too. I saw someone post a picture where they had 12 pumpkins growing from one vine at once. I've never had more than 2 growing from one vine at once because I don't give them enough space to grow. So we're going to be replacing all of these with more terra preta, and we're going to be replacing our pumpkin patch with terra preta. And yeah, we're just going to be upgrading everything since I have plenty But I do want to just wait for the fields in the greenhouse to finish moisturizing so I can figure out, or hydrating should I say, so I can figure out just exactly how good they are. That one, there should be a water block under that log, and that's why this is at 75%. But I think I got rid of all the other hidden water sources. Oh, there's one there. And one there. So okay, I didn't get the ones on the corners, but I got all the other ones. And the hydration is dropping in some of these places. So yeah. We'll see. But the canal's coming along. I was just playing with the water bucket, trying to lay out water, seeing how water propagates itself in Vintage Story compared to Minecraft. You know, Minecraft, you put down 2 water sources adjacent to each other, catty corner, and everything else will fill up. Here in Vintage Story, it doesn't quite work the same way, but you don't have the same issue. In Minecraft, you put down a water source, and then you can't pick it back up. Here, I can place down a water source and then pick it up immediately. But you see I'm being pushed because the water here is not a source, it's flowing. So I have to, you know, go around clicking on it, adjusting it. Yeah. But once you get used to how the water propagates itself, here I'll be filling in the canal. I still gotta finish digging the canal. Like I said, we've made good progress, but I had to go make 2 new shovels just so I can finish this. And then I was working on the bend all the way up here at the end. And I discovered that the 3 wide I was doing here was probably not going to be wide enough. So now I've upped it to 4 wide, and this should be good now, but it means I have to dig out a lot more. And then we have, you know, we're intersecting with a pond up here and the pond over here before we get to this point here. Yeah. So this is going to be interesting, but it'll be useful once it's done. So it means it's worth the effort. But I think I'm going to call it an end here. I've just got a lot of more busy work to do. It's not very entertaining. Yeah, when we come back next week, we will hopefully have most of this canal done. I'll be laying out the water and or the path blocks. So until then, thank you for joining me today. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Later!